Jesus, 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 Jesus. I'm healed because of Jesus. I'm saved because of Jesus. I'm free because of Jesus. Oh, I'm whole because of Jesus. I breathe because of Jesus. I'm delivered because of Jesus. No chains because of Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, hey. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Wait. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Delivered by the blood of the Most High. Died on the cross, devil got tossed cause he told lies. Standing on his word, I got strength in my soul, spirit charged up. Holy Ghost supreme, washed by the blood, now my spirit clean. Got strength in my life, I won't die. Looking at my sins, tell him bye-bye. Psalm 91, Psalm 23, that's my melody. Blessed when I wake up, blessed when I sleep. Angels take out demons when they try to creep. His power is my strength, I won't lie. Lifting up his name, oh do I. Jesus is his name, I'm blessed by the same. This ain't no game, I ain't ashamed of his name. Ain't no high like the Most High. Looking at my sins, saying bye-bye. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't no high like the Most High. Washed in the Spirit, I won't die. Looking at my sins, saying bye, 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 bye. Never got tossed because he told lies. Jesus, 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 Jesus. I'm sheltered because of Jesus. I'm valued because of Jesus. I'm chosen because of Jesus. Oh, I'm courageous because of Jesus. I'm in my right mind, I conversate with the divine. My eyes are open now, I once was blind. I'm a conqueror because of Jesus. I'm strong because of Jesus. I'm forgiven because of Jesus. I'm blood bought because of Jesus. Standing on his word, that ain't no lie. Looking at my sins, saying bye-bye. Devil got tossed, be cruise lie. Powers from the Lord, he gives you strength. He said what he said, and that's what he meant. Jesus, 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 Jesus. I'm blessed because of Jesus. I'm blessed because of Jesus. I'm righteous because of Jesus. I'm kind because of Jesus. I'm in love because of Jesus. I'm not alone because of Jesus. I'm accepted because of Jesus. Jeremiah 29, different than me. I know the plans you have for me. Your thoughts are higher than my thoughts, so what you bring to me. So I have a few G, cause of Jesus set me free. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Life ain't no good without him. His word says you must be born again. When you do, you become his friend. I have peace because of Jesus. I have grace because of Jesus. Devil got tossed and that freed us. Oh, how Jesus freed us. Jesus, 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 Jesus. If you're not free, come and be with us.